This is a 3-inch ordnance rifle. It would fire an elongated shell. You have a solid shot, which does not explode. You use it against other artillery units. If you got lucky, you had infantry coming straight to you. You could bounce around in front of them, and it would tumble down through. You can imagine what a 10-pound projectile bouncing at about 1,000 feet per second, or a couple, a good speed. You might take off one guy's arm, the next guy's leg, the next guy's head. Then you can have shell, which would be a hollow projectile that would have powder inside, and then you could either have a time fuse or a percussion fuse to have it explode. And then you have a couple extra pieces. A case shot would be the same sort of thing, but it would have like little steel balls inside, so you get a little bit more pieces. And then the last one would be canister, which is a can that had little steel balls in it, which turned the gun into a shotgun.
And roughly, what's the process to load and fire one?
Okay. The main thing is that under this cover here is a hole, is a vent. That vent has to be closed at all times. Because you imagine after you fire this thing, you've got a pound of black powder that went down there. Now, there may be some burning embers. The next thing that you're going to put back down there is another bag of powder. Now, the number one man who rams that home, if that thing takes off, explodes, it's going to take the rammer and his arm out there somewhere. So, what happens when you blow on a charcoal? It gets hotter, right? So, if you're pushing something down there, you're pushing that air. So you stop what's called stop the vent. So you can't get that vacuum. So that's the very first thing. That vent has to be stopped. Then the tube is sponged, clean fouling, make sure there's no more burning embers. A powder charge is placed in the muzzle. That is rammed home. Then the projectile is put in the muzzle and it's rammed home. Those guys step out. The gunner will step up and he has a sight that he can set here. And the number 3 guy goes around and they sight the gun. This trail spike would be in this thing here, would be sticking out the back. So he could use that. One guy could actually just come back and forth. The gunner would use this elevating screw for the elevation. So more elevation, higher. So once that's done, they step out. The reason they step out, when this gun goes off, if it's got a full charge and a projectile, it'll go back about 8 to 10 feet. And if you're standing here and this thing weighs close to a half a ton, a little better, it's going to run you over. So you're outside. On the command of ready, the number 3 man comes in and he takes a brass pick and punches a hole in that powder. And then they put a friction primer, which is it looks like a T. It's a little tube with gunpowder and some other, I can never think of the name of that stuff. It goes in there and there's a lanyard here. On the command of fire, he pulls that and it acts like striking a match and instantly throws that flame down into the powder and ring, and then you just repeat.
And then how accurate was this gun with a solid shot? How far could it shoot?
You could. The Civil War cannon was pretty much in a direct fire. If you could see it, you could shoot at it. About 1,000 yards, this particular gun. This one would be a little more, well, if it was rifled, this one, they both, about 1,000 to 1,500 yards. Like I say, that one, at 1,000 yards, hit that 4x6 piece of plywood 14 out of 15 times. So, very accurate.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.